And this is so you get slide it in and it locks into place. You have the RCA cables. Comes in like that. This should line up. What's up guys, this is TampaTec. And today I'm turning my dumbass car into a smart car by installing an Android car stereo, which gives me lots of smart features, much like what your phone has. Plug in a 4G SIM card so you can have internet all the time while on the road. So this is the stereo we're working with. This is the factory stereo that came with the car. As you can see, the touchscreen doesn't work on the bottom right-hand corner. That's actually very common for a Toyota RAV4. This is a 2015 model. But some of the touchscreen buttons work and some don't. And also I have these steering wheel controls. Hopefully that works for the Android car stereo. And what else? Oh, and I also have this factory USB port. That should work also for the Android car stereo. That will be for data and also charging your phone. And also my backup camera is factory. Hopefully that works with the new car stereo. So we have a few features that I want to, convert over to the Android car stereo. Hopefully this supports everything. We'll find out. It does have a 4G antenna that comes with the unit, GPS antenna that comes with the unit. This is a 5G Wi-Fi antenna right here, and off antenna, obviously, which is the FM AM radio, and comes with all the connectors. And this is for the Toyota RAV. This is made for the Toyota RAV4, so keep that in mind. So if you're going to buy this, make sure you have the correct model. And this is Android car stereo model T10, as you can see right here. You're going to need 10mm socket, and then also mini Phillips screwdriver. And remove that. This is my wireless charging phone charger. We're gonna have to pop this off right here. Fairly easy. So now let's go ahead and pop this off, and then you wanna squeeze this right here and pull that out. There we go. Got it. This one, we're gonna do the same thing right here. There we go. Pull that out. And now we need 10mm socket for the 4 bolts. We got 1, 2, 3 here. You can see that. And then 4 on this side. We got 1. Just put that in the cup holder for now. Got another one. And then this one. And this should come out. So right here, only thing you have to do for this part is remove all these plugs by pinching them and then pulling them out, which is fairly easy to do. I like to start off with the power. So what you should do is turn off the power on your car. So we're just gonna remove these plugs right here. So these cables right here, as you can see, you don't have to unplug those because they run between this module to this module. These clips right here, there we go. And then we have to remove these as well. This side. Do the same over here. We're gonna take these yellow clips because that's what locks it into the car when you install it. Okay, here we go. And then let's get the other side out. There we go, got it out. And let's do the other side. Let's go ahead and pop this one out. There we go. There you go. And then push down like that and it should slide right out. All right, so I installed the 2 brackets right here on the side, as you can see. And this is a fuse if you ever need to replace it. But it's a 15-amp fuse. If this ever goes bad or anything, yeah, replace the fuse and see if the Android car stereo turns on. Just remove it using needle nose pliers and put a new one in. And there is a diagram, as you can see, which is pretty convenient. So it tells you right here, starting with 1 is the 4G antenna, 2 is the GPS antenna, 3 is the radio antenna. The rear camera is 4, which is right here, the signal wire. And this is an 8-pin USB That's the next one over. That's if you have a factory USB port in your car, you plug it in there, number 5. If you have a backup camera, you plug it into number 4. And it's a 4-pin USB also right here. I believe that's, it comes with USB. So if you don't have one built into your car, they supply a USB extension that you can run to your glove box, which is convenient. 8-pin connector. That is the next one. That's number 7. And the next one, number 8, is RCA cables. And that's auxiliary if you want to plug in something else like I don't know, whatever you have, like a DVD player or something. And then power cable is the last thing you plug in. All right, so let's go ahead and install the rest of these brackets. And this is so you get slide it in and it locks into place. There we go. These are just mini screws. There we go. And then this one goes like this. So there's 3 pegs right here that sit. As you can see right there, there's 3 pegs right there on the bottom. You can see that. So if it doesn't sit flush, that means you probably have it wrong way. That feels secure. That feels secure. Now we're going to transfer over these yellow lock mounting clips. And these are necessary because this locks it into your car once you install it. Here we go. Also, don't forget about the white clips. Transfer over and they just snap onto here. Here's the GPS. Basically sit that up here if we wanted to. Have that like that. This is for the 4G, I believe. That can go in here somewhere. I'll put it on that metal pipe. Make sure you take off the film if you want it to stick. This is for the 4G antenna. So this is the power right here. Just like that. You have the RCA cables. Plugs in like that. Oh, I plugged in the wrong power one. There's 2 power plugs. The one I need is, this is the, you see that black box attached? That's the one for my car. That plugs in right here. That's the power. And this is for the antenna right here. And then this plugs in like that. And then you gotta plug it in. And this is for the rear camera. Like that. All right, so this one is for the USB. I'll plug that in next. There we go. And that would plug into the factory USB cable. And then these cables plug in as well. And everything's labeled. And here's another 6-pin USB. Let's go ahead and plug that one in. And this will go to the glove box. And this goes to the factory USB port. And this is long enough to run to the glove box. So if you have a USB drive with music and whatever data on it, then you can transfer your music that way, or Google Drive. You just download the Google Drive app. Once you connect Wi-Fi, or connect to your hotspot on your phone, this will have internet. Your Android car stereo will have internet if you install a 4G SIM card or 5G SIM card, or you connect to your home Wi-Fi. Our stereo will connect to your hotspot on your phone. And I think that's everything that we plug in. Now let's go ahead and plug in the factory stuff. Right here, we're gonna plug this one in. Just turn this around. This is for the GPS. GPS is installed. Let's do the 4G next. Connect that antenna, just in case later on down the road I might want that. So that's the cellular 4G cable. And that's the GPS one. And this thing. And this is for the Wi-Fi antenna. You screw that in. All right, so now we have to plug this in right here. Plug this in right here. Should click in. That's for the USB. We're gonna plug in the power last. All right, this one is for the radio. Make sure it lines up good. That's for the radio. This is for the backup camera. There we go. And this is the data cable, I believe. And I think I got everything plugged in as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, just these two is the last ones. Definitely need to connect the speakers. It says speaker. All right. I think it has 2 factory camera plugs in case, you know, there's different models, I guess, or different connectors. So you might have this version or this version plug. And we're going to test everything, make sure it works. And then now we just have to plug in the power, which is labeled power right here. And let's go ahead and plug that in. And it's plugged in now. So that should be turning on. And it is turning on. Just the reset pinhole if you need to reset it for any reason. Microphone right here. Look at the difference. A lot bigger screen, I tell you that much. All right, so now we're just gonna have to plug everything in. And so if you want to install a SIM card, you can do that. Slide this to the side and it goes right in there. We're gonna use the Wi-Fi and hotspot. I'm not gonna plug that in. And these slide in like this. Like that. And then I got my GPS I still need to connect. All right, so here's the GPS right here attached. And we're just gonna sit it right there, I guess. That should be fine. And then this I'm gonna run to the glove box. So I'll put up my glove box and then stick my hand in there sideways. I think I got it. That wasn't too bad. Got it right here. So I ran it through, just slide it over. You might have to close the glove box halfway to, you know, feel opening, and then you just run it through that opening, and then you pull the cord out. 4G antenna, set that on the bar. And then next, GPS. I'm gonna set that right here. Yes. Push all this in. This should line up. Just line these up right here for the vent. The vents transfer over and they slide down just like that. Same thing over here. Line them up. There we go. All right. So once all the vents are transferred over and locked in, and then let's go ahead and slide this in. All right, so we forgot a 8-pin connector. We gotta plug that in right here. Hopefully you get the steering wheel controls working. All right, so let's see if that works now. Oh, it does. So you turn the AC up and down, it adjusts, as you can see right there. So we got that working. Steering wheel controls. So let's see if that works. Hit volume up, volume down. As you can see, that is working as well. And then, I don't know what this does. I hit this button. What does that do? Oh, it turns on and off the display. And then you have to install this first. Like that. And then this is the tricky part. Make sure that cable doesn't get pinched. All right, so here's the tricky part where you have to put this on first. Okay, and then you have to hold this because this top part goes on. This has to go under this panel, and this tab has to go under this panel, and then this sits over. So we have to kind of like put it on like that. Kind of like that. See that? Slowly line it up like that. And then this should lock in. It should lock in like that. There we go. Looks like we're good. Lock this up. All right, let's test it out. Volume up. There we go. All right, so volume up, volume down, and that turns the screen on and off, looks like. And then I want to assign this right here. That should open that GPS up right there. There it goes. Now it's active. And so hit volume. FM works good. And see if my music is there. That's playing as well. And GPS is working. The internet is working. I set that up already. The steering wheel controls are working. And the reverse is working. And if I turn the steering wheel, it turns these lines. Very cool. Everything's 100% working. We got it installed. So one of my favorite features besides the Google Maps is the Torque app. So you could check your check engine light codes right here. You can even clear them. But right here it shows real-time information. And you can even add your own display right here. So I could choose whatever I want from this list. And I could do a quarter mile, or I could do air fuel ratio, stuff like that. So these are the ones I added right here. This is my computer control module, my coolant temperature, revs. Is real-time monitoring. So right now I'm revving up my car, and as you can see, it's real time. So that's really cool. That's one of my favorite features. Another great thing is I could download any song I want, which is pretty cool. So I'm subscribed to YouTube Music, which YouTube Prime. I'm sorry. So if you subscribe to YouTube Prime, you're able to download any YouTube song or any YouTube video that is, and of course you get no ads. And then you also have music where you could download music as well, and that's all included. So I just right here do a search. Bitter Sweet Symphony right here. I am connected to my home's Wi-Fi right now, but I can also connect to my phone's hotspot. So I'm, on the road I could actually have all this online through my phone's hotspot. And then so right here I can sort by music, artists or videos or songs. You can do the videos, but I don't want to be watching a video while I'm driving, so let's just do the song. Extended version right here. I don't want to get flagged, so I'm going to pause that and just show you. I could download that right there. I click on download. That quick, done. So I even do comedy too. Like I downloaded a whole album of Robin Williams and Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock. So I click on library right here, and there's my downloads. Click on download songs, and here's all my songs, all of them. Tons and tons. Oh, we got 79 songs. It's pretty cool. These are my favorite songs. So you could create your own list, and this is all offline. So you don't need internet, but you can connect it to your Google, to your home Wi-Fi, or you can connect it to your phone's hotspot. But all this is offline. Even the Google Maps, you can have offline as well. You guys found this video informative. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you're interested in an Android car stereo for yourselves, go ahead and click on the link in the video description below. Share this video to anyone that's interested in turning their dumbass car into a smart car. Thanks for watching.